Holler if you hear me, and welcome to this week's edition of Luke Covers because, well, I hope that those box office projections, away they go, because you've got some more information out there about the glorious failure that is impending with the Snow White remake. A remake that has been so couched in one awful example of modern Hollywood and its stupidity and its arrogant conceit after another, to the point of, well, now the box office projections are to be $48 million in the opening weekend at best for a film that had to pause everything to push back its release date and up the budget all the more so that they could take the all of the Starbucks baristas they had planned to replace the seven dwarves in the film and replace them with seven AI-looking generated nightmares of how Thomas Kincaid would have drawn the seven dwarves in one of those Disney-themed puzzle paintings he did for them back in the day. But then on top of that, you have the stupidity of Rachel Zegler becoming such a liability for them that even with the blatantly controlled, blatantly structured, blatantly rehearsed interviews and profiles that she's done, like her being interviewed with Halle Bailey, and she is now talking all of the talking points of how much she has reverence for this, and in the tweet posts of promotions and get your tickets now and subsequent trailers for the Snow White remake, she is now going on about how much this film is so great as a tribute to the Disney classic. Yeah, right, lady. No, we know damn well that you can go and switch out some scenes with all those Starbucks baristas from Portland and replace them with a bunch of dwarves that look like they're something straight out of a CGI artist's nightmares, that look like something that makes She-Hulk look like the Jurassic Park dinosaurs. And, well, guess what? We know, damn well know, that just because you're going back to some CGI nightmare version of the original Seven Dwarfs doesn't mean that the plot description as it's gone is still going to be about you being a freedom fighter girl boss bullcrap dispensary. Or how much also doing a bunch of new scenes with a smaller little girl version of Snow White right there, yeah. It doesn't matter if that little girl actress that they're replacing her with an extended prologue is going to be the next Jenna Ortega or not in the future, but we damn well know, yeah, those bits are just going to be some padding to try and convince us otherwise. But fooling us with trickery, well, that's supposed to be the actual magic of, the world of Disney, the world of Snow White. But it turns out, no, we're not falling for the trick anymore, because the trick is supposed to be to convince us of this magical world that this movie is living in. But it turns out, no, we ain't buying that crap anymore. And since your business depends on us buying, we should be able to buy it. But no. We will sooner buy Charlie Sheen as a virgin than we will buy that you are actually now, repenting about this Snow White remake and are going to make it into anything better. And if Disney was really confident about this release being anything that was successful, well then, why is it that at the actual movie theater they have at the Disney World Boardwalk, you can see that they have, for a movie theater that is on the block there for the Disney Boardwalk, a suspiciously low number of screens at that AMC theater dedicated to our boys out there, our Seven Dwarves and our Snow White. I wonder about that. And also, let's not forget about pre-sales for tickets have been so damn low that they could double as the sales figures for Mark Waid's run on Daredevil, or Jennifer Lawrence's IQ points. But also, when you see all of this, the fact that if they were so confident about this film's success and about Rachel Zegler herself being a star of the future and not an obnoxious activist liability who has no class whatsoever, you've got the literal beauty queen, Gal Gadot, who's supposed to be the evil queen, jealous of the fairest of them all, a grating as fuck inclusivity hire, despite having more white in her family line than I do, or Michael J. Fox does. But we're supposed supposed to treat her as the intersectional hero of all this. Yeah, bite me. Is that why when it comes to promoting this film in big mainstream American press outlets, it's Gal Gadot who is going and promoting the film by herself on the typical talk show route, your Jimmy Fallon's and what have you, while Rachel Zegler is all by her lonesome stuck in Japan doing very, very controlled, very, very prearranged, very, 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 very manners and no politics at all potentially invited talking points in those interviews she's doing in Japan. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do you think there's going to be any opportunity for her to go weird, and those questions that Tokyo Disney's going to be preparing for those journalists, and then for her to be able to answer to? Yeah, no, they are there's nothing but conceited crap from Disney to think, oh wait, yeah, I see. We're listening to the fans. Nope, you don't listen to the fans. That's why people in the Twitter feed for the Get Tickets Now a little video you're posting on your Twitter feed, the response is to use Sonic the Hedgehog memes to mock you, because Sonic the Hedgehog has now become the embodiment of everything Hollywood hates, because it is a franchise that's been made into a film series that consistently does what people that buy the tickets for the movies want to see. They pushed back their release date because they saw the negative reaction to a image of their in the film, the only image that matters to a Sonic movie, the image of Sonic looking like a complete nightmare, no different from the horror of those CGI Seven Dwarves, and said, okay, we're listening to how much you don't like this, we are going to push this back. Now that was one major thing they didn't like, while the movie itself, the rest of the film itself, was actually following a good formula for Sonic the Hedgehog, so really the fans' displeasure was just with that image of Sonic, so all they needed to do was to fix that CGI, push the release date back a little bit, and guess what? Ba-boom, you have a film that stomps the girl boss celebration that was Birds of Prey at the box office going head to head. And then you keep that respecting the fans going with its first sequel, and now you've got a second sequel doing so well that there may or may not be some spin-off feature films for those side characters. And well, the only thing that Rachel Zegler will be spinning off into is the beautiful Oblivion. Either that or dropping in harder than a blender. And that's not my opinion. I know I'm right. So I want to thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel to hit 10,000 subs. Become a member today and shop at my art store at the second link below, where you can also donate to me directly in that art store. So felines, slam it, lick it, suck it, and see you, Space Cowboy.